What's up guys, T-Cash here. So is Joshua Tree oversaturated with Airbnbs? Now I guess that's a good question now that everyone's starting to pick up on the Airbnb trend that's going there, including myself who picked up on it about a couple months ago. So I got a comment and I'll read a little bit. No intent to nobody, no shots, nothing. They said this. I would be curious as to how well you end up doing on your monthly income. If your goal is $5,000 to $6,000 a month, that seems high. The JT area is oversaturated with short-term rentals, so even keeping it occupied 50% of the time might not be easy. Please keep us updated on how the rental goes. Wishing you lots of luck. Whew, for somebody like myself to see a comment like that before I even got my first booking, I was like, ooh, maybe they're right. And you always think about that. And when you put a lot of capital into an investment, you gotta think about the pros and the cons. And the cons of Joshua Tree are that I'm not the only one trying to invest in Joshua Tree. It's not just Rob Built and myself, but there's a lot of other investors trying to invest in real estate. So that makes me answer the question, or think about the question, is Joshua Tree oversaturated? The short answer to that, in my opinion, is no. And I say no because I've been hitting the goals that I've been going after for my Airbnb in the desert, in Joshua Tree. So when I say that, I'll even show what I've gotten right here. This is just my November bookings, and we're really booked at a pretty high rate now, with a few exceptions of days that I wanted to stay and enjoy my own investment. We're doing pretty good, and this is around an 80, should I get the exact number? It's above, in my opinion, above an 80% occupancy rate. Now, this is my first Airbnb. There's things that I've done that weren't perfect. I didn't have the greatest reviews. There was a lot of things I did where I had dates blocked off because I canceled it because the prices weren't right. I did a lot of things wrong, but luckily I had a friend, Rob Built, help me out and try to get my Airbnb running the correct way. So if you haven't seen that video, go click on that video up there, where Rob really teaches me how to list my Airbnb the right way and kind of automate it so I'm not over here trying to text everybody, and get the right pricing on my Airbnb as well. That's super important as well. So needless to say, as bookings started to come in, it was like a domino effect. Really, as my Airbnb was officially active, people were booking for December, people were booking for February, and some days in March. And I kind of was saying to myself, am I sure these prices are correct? And to be honest, for my first official month with blocked off dates for realtors to come in my house, appraisers, inspectors, because I am looking to sell my property as well as I'm renting it. I blocked off dates, but we still remained at an 80% occupancy rate. Really satisfied about the numbers, and just being at an 80% occupancy rate, that's among some of the highest. If you look on AirDNA, if you're even at a 70% occupancy, that's like really, really well. I'm super satisfied with this. It might be a little saturated. I think the demand outweighs the saturation 100%. We're doing really well. I don't think Joshua Tree is saturated at all. I think it will be a while till saturated, and I think the demand is up there. So the demand is very, very high. I'm not really worried about bookings. I'm not really worried about scoring bookings either. Right now, I'm just worried about keeping my Airbnb high quality, making sure it's a high quality listing. So anyone looking to invest in the Joshua Tree area, I really wouldn't be too concerned about the saturation or the demand out there. Really going on now after seeing a month that so well as November, and it's already November 3rd, so I expect some of those other dates to even get booked up before the month ends. But from those dates, even with days booked off, we're expected to make, let me get that number out for you. So here is my November calendar. Today is November 1st. 2021, and as you can see, we're at 66% occupancy rate, and there's a couple of dates in the middle of the week that are off, and I do have some dates that are blocked off due to my personal stay at my Joshua Tree vacation home, and for appraisers and inspectors to come in and check out the property. Regardless, this is at a 66% occupancy rate, and I do expect it before the month ends to reach at least 75%. You know, being at a 66 occupancy rate in the beginning of the month of November, and this is not even the strong season of Joshua Tree yet, I think we're in really, really good shape. Those 20 days that my property will be booked, I expect maybe 3 to 4 more days it will be booked, and we'll probably boost that up to a little bit lower than 80% occupancy rate. We will be earning roughly around $5,000, so at $4,898 for the month of November. So we're just a little bit shy of that $5,000. I think we'll be more than $5,000. I think we'll even be close to $6,000 when it's all said and done with the month. But you know, in all, I'm super satisfied with these numbers. Cash flowing over $2,000 from one property in just November. Honestly, you just can't beat that at all. So, and we're not even in peak season in Joshua Tree. So like I said, I don't think it's saturated at all out there in Joshua Tree. The demand outweighs the saturation. And maybe, you know, maybe it's because my house is, you know, nice. It's, you know, has a cool little funky style to it. If you haven't seen it, go check out that video up there where I show you guys my Joshua Tree home and show you how I got it and the numbers I project to get from it. So I'm not too far off of $5,000, $6,000 gross. As the more hot seasons come up, January, February, that Coachella month of April, I don't see why not. I don't see why I can't, you know, be at $6,000 gross. So I'll keep you guys tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on how, you know, how the property's doing on peak months. But overall, I wouldn't let the oversaturation myth defer you from Joshua Tree or, you know, steer your plans of investing in an Airbnb property anywhere else. I would definitely, you know, not even listen to that mess. Just go invest, you know, do your own due diligence. Before investing in Joshua Tree, I used AirDNA, and from AirDNA, I kind of mapped out where my house was located and saw all the Airbnbs around it, you know, pulled some stats off that and kind of got my estimated revenue from there. I think AirDNA is a great resource for anyone looking to invest in Airbnbs in anywhere over the US. Use it. I think it's about, I forgot the price. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't really know for a fact, but it's a little small fee within any city or market that you decide to choose to be in. And I think it's a great resource before to get numbers and stats right, so you're not blindly going to any Airbnb investment that you guys choose. But regardless, guys, if you want to book a stay at my place before it sells, that link is in the description below. I always say I got this property off market. I got it for a great deal, $230,000. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. So, and the reason I got it off the market is because I wholesaled it for myself. So if you're trying to find good deals off market today, wholesaling would be your best bet. And if you want to get started wholesaling, get your business started so you can either one, form a six-figure business, or two, find some good investment deals for yourself, book a consultation call down below where I go and teach you how to wholesale real estate and how to get off market deals. I also have my prop stream description down below where you can get a 7-day free trial and use PropStream and get started wholesaling real estate. But regardless, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below. Let me know if you still think Joshua Tree is oversaturated. As a new Airbnb host, just got his house up on the market last month. Let me know, let's talk about it. But I'm out, guys. Peace.